I knew you were going to say so. As the words came out, I was like, he's gonna make comment about this one.
All right. Through the legs guard retention. So if you're wondering why I wear socks on the mat, it's not because I'm a noob. It's because it's freaking cold in here half the time when we get in here in the beginning.
It's like Moneyberg over here.
Yeah, Moneyberg. That's why I said it. Believe me, I'm a brown belt.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go over through the legs guard retention. So in this section, this is probably going to be bigger than the around the legs guard retention. So we're going to cover, I think the way I have it planned out is we'll go over headquarters, like prevention, and then like the actual position with the hips up, hips down. But we'll start with the hips down. We'll go into stopping the smash pass from hips down because that's like the furthest to that side. Then the near side knee through, which is a little bit less across. And then we'll go to the knee cut or pummel passes, one of the two, like the floating passing. And then whichever one we do after that will be next. And then after all of that, then we also have half guard. So through the legs guard retention is probably going to be bigger. Probably the biggest section, I would say, likely in the guard retention, I'm thinking. But yeah, so on that note, let's do headquarters prevention. So when Mike is standing, he's not going to enter headquarters from his knees. He's going to enter it from standing. And a lot of time how he's going to enter it is when I'm on my back here and he threatens a pass to the outside. So always have your legs back so I can't tangle you up. He's going to threaten a pass to the outside. I might open up my legs to make it harder for him to go around. And then he'll step this knee inside my thigh and stuff the foot under his butt. And then we end up in this headquarters position. I mean, you can put more weight on me here. Here, all right? So this is the headquarters position that we're talking about, where he's straddling my top leg and he's blocking out or pinning my bottom leg, right? So let's go this way. And my knees bother me a little bit, so let's do it on this leg.
Okay. That's crazy bruised. That's wild how bruised I got.
So as Mike is trying to enter this position, if I have my feet up, well, not both my feet, but one of my feet up and my knees close to my chest, just him trying to step over this leg now is going to be a lot harder. Like, so this is the one you'd be pinning. This is the one you'd be stepping and stuffing underneath.
Oh, we're still going the other one? Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, go through. Yeah.
I thought you would want me to avoid this one.
No, I want you to pin that one. So I'm not having.
Want me to pin it?
Like, okay. It's the knee that's bothering me.
Okay.
So yeah, and then you didn't stuff this leg yet.
Yeah.
So go back. So the reason I keep this foot high is when he tries to stuff this foot now, like it's harder for him to stuff it. So he might be able to pin this leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he still has to stuff this one underneath. If he doesn't, I'm just going to use a knee shield and be able to push him away, right? So if my foot is down when he grabs my legs, it's easy for him now to step through and stuff this leg at the same time. And it's easy for him. But when my foot is up, now he has to force my foot down before going over my leg. If he just tries to step over my leg here when it's high, not like literally step over it. So like step that leg through and then step that one over top.
Okay.
No, this one goes here and then step that one over.
Step it over?
Yeah, no, not like that.
What do you mean?
So if your feet are low, it's easy for me to get in here. If this foot is high, if I just try and step over it here.
Oh, like literally just step.
Yeah, but let me step over.
Okay.
Like I have to go over now, or I have to try and stuff it to my butt. If they just try and step over, we're going to be able to load them and off balance them. So right here,
let's try that again.
My foot is high.
Okay.
He steps this leg in, and then he goes to step over this leg. It's going to be easy now for me to off balance him, and then now I can free my legs and not get caught in the position. So having our foot up is going to give us an extra layer of defense. It's going to force him to have to stuff that foot down, which we can keep trying to out pummel him, right? Just like we did with the outside the guard or outside the leg retention. as he's trying to stuff my legs, I'm forcing aside and I'm pummeling my feet to the top position. If he can't control my feet, he's never going to get to that headquarters position, right? When he enters the headquarters position, I'm ready to frame him at the shoulder here, this one, so that I can use my hand and my knee here together to close off the space between my knee and elbow and not let him drop down in the space here. And now I'll just use a top pummel where I bring my outside leg here, or a high pummel I should say, and now I can push him away, free this foot, and he's back to like outside my guard again instead of being through my legs. So one last time here, he drops in, I frame, I open my leg wide, place my foot on him, and then if he's driving into me to try and get this position, I can push him away. And now we're back to the outside range, right? Obviously, that's easier said than done. When Mike enters in this position, sometimes he may be too heavy or too close. If that's the case, I'm going to try and push him away. And as he's driving into me, I'm loading pressure up, and now my hand will go from his shoulder to under his armpit, and I'll bring everything in. And now he's loaded on me. I can push him away, and now I'm free of the position, and obviously I can start attacking like De La Riva. I can start coming up on single legs, whatever. So we're going to threaten him with keeping him away and getting our feet back on him to free our legs. And when he's just pressuring too much, that's hard to do. We'll bring everything in, pull our knees to our chest, and load him onto our hamstring, where now we'll just off balance him to the side, which opens his legs, and we can free our inside leg again. So one last time here. So I try and push him away. He pressures in. I cross my ankles, bring everything in, push him to the side. And now that he's on his side, I can either attack him or free my foot, where now I'm no longer in that scenario where he's knee cutting through my guard. So that's like the prevention. But there's going to be times where like they get into the headquarters position and you're not able to just get them off. The next thing we'll do is shrimping. So this is kind of like probably the last layer of prevention until you're actually like stuck in the position. You have to get an escape to get out. So when we're here, what Mike wants when he's going into the headquarters position is he wants to go this way, to pin this outside leg so I can't use it. And it turns me away. As you know, on the outside of the legs, passing retention, we don't want to be turned away, right? So just go back. So as Mike is entering this position, I'm going to frame his upper body so it's hard for him to bring his weight down. And then I'm just going to shrimp and force him into a reverse De La Riva. If Mike's leg is like this, I would go underneath and I'd start going for like X-gird and all that stuff. Most of the time, they're going to keep that leg away as they're doing this. So again, we're here, I frame, shrimp, and then now I'm in reverse De La Riva. That leg's back now, which means I'm not going to be able to get underneath him, but I've now forced him into a guard instead of being inside headquarters position, which is much better. All right. If we get caught in the hips down headquarters position, this is what we're going to do. So I've tried doing the pummeling, I've tried doing the loading off balancing, I've tried shrimping, but he's just beat me at all of it here. All right. This arm is going to be going under his armpit here or on top of his shoulder, but I'm basically having a cross shoulder post here, okay? My forearm is under his neck, and now from here, I'm setting up like a little cage here, right? So when his hips are down, that means that it's going to be hard for me to elevate Mike, all right? So in these type of escapes, I'm not going to be using elevations. I'm going to be using more framing, right? So if he's sitting back like this arm's here. I'm going to bring my elbow to the inside of his knee, and now I'm just going to simply elbow escape and free my bottom leg. If I don't want to be this close, from here I can shrimp again and then place my feet on Mike. And now we're back into that long range where we have our feet on them, which is giving us more layers to stop guard passes, if that's what you're worried about. So again, we're here, and he drops down. Here, I've got my frame, all right? From here, now that I have my frame in, because I don't want him to be able to drop in this space, that's why I have my knee and elbow closed, I'm gonna bring my elbow in. If I can't bring my elbow in, I'll bring my head away, and now my elbow can go in. I'm gonna push his knee open here as I bring my knee out. And now I have a butterfly hook here, shrimp again, and now I can place my feet on him. All right? We're gonna use this elbow escape in combination with trying to load him on our thigh. So when we're here and Mike is here and he's dropping in, if I can hug underneath my thigh as he drops into this position, his knee doesn't get to touch the floor, right? So try and put your knee on the floor. The more you try and do it, the more you're loading yourself. And then now from here, I can load Mike and put him off to the side, all right? So if he gets the knee to the floor, that's when we combine the elbow escape and that together. So we're here, I'm trying to elbow escape, and then he's driving forwards. Now I can cup underneath my leg again because he kind of drove forward, took his weight off. Now I can pull him across and start attacking, right? So when he sits back, it's easier for me to like elbow escape. When he starts driving forward to stop the elbow escape, then it's easier for me to scoop and load him onto my hamstring. So that's kind of the dilemma we're doing here. So we're here, this time I get it, right? I can load and off balance him, right? Yeah, come back.
Okay.
This time he beats my arm and he gets his knee to the floor. I start going elbow escape. Before I get the elbow escape, maybe he starts driving forwards again. Forwards, like over me. Right? And then now I can start loading and off balancing him. All right? So when we combine the two, it makes it hard for him on bottom, or on top, sorry, to like feel like he's able to pin that outside leg. And then lastly, like if I feel like he's just doing too good of a job sitting back and heavy on this knee here, right? And I just feel like I can't elbow skate, I can't load and off balance him. I'll get up to my elbow here and then my hand, and now I'll just push him away as I scoot away and completely get out of the position back into our seated guard. So that's how we'll deal with like the hips down headquarters position. In the next video, we'll go over even more dramatic hips down, where it's going to be all the way to the side smash pass. And then after that, it'll be near side knee through. Then it will be probably float pummeling and then knee cut. Sorry.